Hello, everybody. Welcome back yet again to the Prodigy Racing Association. Familiar voice you may have heard about 15 minutes ago. I will be your host for tonight, 81, as we're going into Lobby 3, the main event for tonight and the final race of the regular season. Joining me currently in the booth is my good old best friend from Week 1, Casper the Ghost. However, in a few minutes we will have Colt Petty, if you will, join us in the booth. But for now, I will get us started. So tonight, this main race of the night, we have got the Goon Squad, the Flying Missiles, and the T-Rex. So those teams will be W's Flying Missiles, who are competing for the top spot. The number one seed his team may get if they perform well enough tonight. Then the Goon Squad is D's Kurds' team. However, unfortunately, D's Kurds will not be making it tonight with a medical emergency. Prayers up to D's Kurds. And then for the Western Division, it will be the T-Rex, which was Wired's team. So there's Colt. How are you doing, bud? Yeah. Colt, do you copy?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
There we go. How's it going, Colt? We are live.
Okay, good deal. Better late than never.
Exactly. Oh, are you in the, there we go. Colt is now in here.
Yep, yeah, I'm joining now.
All good. So we're going to start off the racing festivities tonight at the Big Valley Inner Oval. Colt Chevy, what are your thoughts on this track, especially after the both of us just got done running it just an hour ago, less than.
That's right. Ovals provide some pretty close racing. This is a little bit bigger of an oval than what we kind of usually run, like the Inner Oval in Kingston. So there is a little bit more room to race. But I expect to see some tight, close racing. I'm excited to see it. Excited to watch it after being in it.
I sure am too. Getting to rest my fingers and hands a little bit as we get to go into it and just enjoy some fun action. As we're about to go into the qualifying, see who gets the top spots, who are you looking forward to in this race?
Well, of course, we've got W, but I'll tell you, a guy that is a oval ace, I'd like to call his old grandpa. I look forward to him. Have a good run tonight.
I can definitely see it for sure. He's got the nice bright blue paint scheme on tonight for his team, which is the T-Rex representing Wired.
Yep, good to see old Ty Hard in the lobby as well.
That is right. So we are going to be missing a few people from some teams tonight. However, the guys we've got here are sure to put a good show on for everyone here.
Oh yeah, for sure. What kind of lap times do you expect to see here?
Well, considering I honestly didn't have to know what I was doing on this oval with this car, I'm not quite sure. But the 19.6s, 19.5s that we're seeing from these guys are definitely the markers. Currently, pole position is going to the Silver Series legend of Soul Pun.
Oh,
Slick steals?
Yes, Slick steals it there.
Good eye, Slick steals it.
Yes, sir.
We'll see if we get a little bit of an overhead to watch the action.
Yeah, I know W has run some 19.4s. I didn't really practice a lot with everybody, so I'm not sure what everybody's running. But I would not be surprised to see a 19.4 pop up here.
Yeah, W's always the fastest guy around, but he's currently tied with Soul Pun. Nope, never mind. Soul Pun's actually nope, W's the one that broke the tie. There he goes up into the 19.4s.
Yeah, I thought it would be coming. No surprise there.
Yep. So tonight's got a lot on the line when it comes to point standings, both in the individuals and for the team standings.
Yeah, let me pull it up here. So
Thanks to some mental math from my teammate Unknown after our last race, I believe. Let's see.
Oh, congrats on your championship, by the way. I know that mathematically nobody can catch you, right?
I think Wired may be able to.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think Wired would have to win both races, but
win both races, right? Okay.
I'm like, wow. You may be right, but I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to really say anything yet.
I understand.
As we're gonna go on board for these last 2 laps with Colt.
I am Colt.
My bad, with W. Though to be fair, you were looking like W in the race last time, right?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, good old Colt Petty taking off for the win, as you do.
That was one I was like, if there's going to be either one of these, I'll win. I'm like, it'll be the oval over Fire Rock for sure. So W takes the pole. No surprise. Hey, Wired jumps up there at the end there.
Wired putting his nose in there in second place. So, as a reminder to everyone, the point system for the teams will go as follows. As it will be the top 2 finishers for each team. It doesn't have to be a Platinum Series or a Diamond Series or a Gold Series. It could be, if the Bronze Series is the best driver for your team, he's going to get you top points.
That's right.
But it is the top 2 from each team, so also the teams that are missing a guy should not hurt too much from that.
Yep, that's one thing I have liked this year with the team racing. Taking the top 2 spots. If you do have somebody that doesn't make it, it could hurt you. I mean, like, especially if it's your diamond driver, but still, you're going to earn points. So I do like
that. The main battle to keep our eye on, the reason this was chosen as the primetime slot, is actually, speaking of a missing diamond driver, it will be the Goon Squad and D's Kurds. As I mentioned, D's Kurds could not make the race tonight. So, yes. Goon Squad are trying to fight for their lives to stay in the wildcard spot where Wired's T-Rexes are fighting to get in there. The Goon Squad are currently sitting at 192, and the T-Rex are at 187, as well as the Live Wires are right there at 193, though I'm not too sure how they did in their race earlier.
Right. Do have a heck of a battle there. And speaking of, I was bringing up Wired earlier, if he's got a chance to possibly catch you, I have a possible chance of passing Wired in the battle. Me, him, D West were, all separated by 2 points. So hopefully I can get past old Wired in the standings.
Right, that points battle up there at the top of the Diamond Series is really tight, with D West coming into this week with 98 points, Wired coming in tied with him, and you coming in at 96 points. However, you did have a great showing tonight, winning this race here at Big Valley, as well as, where did you finish in the second race, Colt? Third?
Third, yep.
So first and third for Colt is really, you're really putting yourself up there as giving yourself a chance for at least second place.
Yep, sure hope so.
As another thing, as we're about to get started here, coming up soon, another points battle that I will point out as well. Tight battle for the Silver Series. Soulpun and Slick are going to be settling out each other on the track tonight. As Slick only has Soulpun has the lead, but only by 2 points on Slick.
Yeah, that is going to be one to watch. Those two are some of the most evenly matched. So I think they're going to be side by side all night.
Well, Slick's going to be starting this race in third and Soulpun in fifth. If it finished like this, they would be tied going into the last race.
Yep, you're right.
We'll stick on board for Soulpun for the start, as fifth place does call green, as we have no on-track officials. W and Wire give themselves a little love up there, as you do. Just little love taps.
Little love taps there.
Well, this is for all the marbles. If the Goon Squad can hold off the T-Rexes, all the Goon Squad are right there third, fourth, and fifth as we're going to go green, green, green here at the Big Valley Outer Oval. Solpon tries to push himself in. Big 5 wide to start off.
So DH Fest, he's sending in there and gained about 3 spots there. Making a move for second.
DFest try. Go ahead, Cole.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say that the high line. You know, I run kind of lower middle, but the high line is the momentum line.
DFest bangs the wall.
Yes, contact there. But it is very hard to make a pass on the inside of this track.
Is I believe I will stand corrected with the Goon Squad and the Platinum or the Diamond Series as Ty Hard, since he is a free agent Diamond driver. He will be stepping in for these cards tonight to give the Goon Squad a better chance.
Okay, well, good. Glad to see that, then. Glad to see it.
It's big wreck with Bobby and Slick and D-West. Oh, the big one already.
Yep, that's only 2 cars, so that's only a tally.
Only one tally unless they decide to call it 2. Since 3 or 4 cars got involved, but really only 1 or 2 went around. They will be calling this a caution.
Yep, there'll be a caution, okay.
So we're starting off pretty hot. The first race did not have a caution, but we're here at lap 6 and we're already under pace.
Yep, it happens. Gotta have a little excitement for the viewers there.
Right. Another points battle to keep an eye on as well for the teams is W, Solpon, File, and all those guys up here. I'm not going to leave. Who's their gold driver? I feel bad leaving them out.
Bobby. Yeah.
Bobby, thank you.
Yeah, W, Soul, and Bobby. That's right.
Those guys. We're going to go green here, right again. Solpon getting a great jump on Ty Hard, trying to take the outside right off the start, and Ty's going to get spun around. Now he holds on. Some beating and banging. Now Bobby's going to go around.
Again.
These guys can't keep it off each other. Ty Hard, we always... I should probably stop. I should get the camera off of Ty Hard, since every single time the camera's on Ty Hard, something bad happens to him.
Something bad happens. That's right.
We're gonna be on board with Grandpa. We're hopefully not gonna jinx Grandpa here, but he is sitting here in the middle of this pack. But yeah, what I was going to say is W's team could well put a fight in for the top spot for going into the playoffs. I believe if the math was done right by Unknown, they need 50 points total or 51 points total between these 2 races, and that would at least tie. That would tie the Firebirds.
That's right. That would tie y'all's team. Right. Okay. Wow. I did not think that y'all could be called.
Well, coming into this race, they were only 1 point behind us.
Really?
Or coming into the weekend. Coming into.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking. I was looking at the previous week. Sorry.
All good. Well, the team looking to put their best showing in right now is the T-Rex, with Wired and Grandpa holding 2nd and 4th. These 2 guys and the rest of their team really need to put in a performance tonight, as they need to do a pretty good job of catching the Goon Squad if they want to make the playoffs.
That's right. Yep. It's going to be a battle to the finish for sure.
We're going to cycle through the pack a little bit. Slick and Grandpa are trying to go side by side. Let's see if Slick can get the job done.
Yeah, I was going to say, we kind of single filed out except for Slick and Grandpa there. Like I said, it's so easy to jump on the inside, but it is so hard to make that pass because the outside just keeps the momentum.
Well, Graham gets caught in the wall. Slick is going to look to take advantage, and he will soul punch us right in the mix now as well, looking to take advantage of these two's fight.
Good clean pass there.
And to answer your question, Oscar, so how it works is usually a free agent's just a free agent, but if a team is missing a driver and it's known well before the end of registration, a free agent driver will be allowed, of the same skill, will be allowed to take their place. So since these cards is a diamond driver and Ty Hard is a diamond driver, Ty Hard will be allowed to take his spot as long as it's not a last second thing.
If I'm not mistaken,
Wired slammed into the wall, brings him way down. D-Fast is now looking to take advantage, and he will. Wired gets really messed up there.
Yeah, Yes, it did. It lost all kind of momentum.
And Grandpa's teammate hitting the wall too. They are a little bit more fortunate, not completely dying, but
Slick's diving on the inside of Wired now for third. That's not what Wired wanted to see.
We will go into non-trademarked blimp cam to get an aerial view of the action for a few laps.
Yeah, what I was saying right before that is, I think last week Missouri's wasn't able to make it. I think, could be wrong, but I believe Little Zombie was the one that scored points for them.
As you can just see from this aerial view, just the distance W has on everybody else.
Yeah, W has
that aerial view is going to make me dizzy on this track, so we're going to come back to ground level as we are on board with W, already down in the 19.4s in the middle of the race. This guy is just something else.
Oh, yeah. A league of his own there. And the crazy thing is he hates ovals. Like, he absolutely hates them, but he's still good at them.
Cycle through Bile and AJ back towards 8th and 9th. Looking to get a little fender into each other. So as it stands, it looks like W is putting the team on his back per se. Soul Punch been shuffled back a little bit down to 7th. But it's the Goon Squad and the T-Rex right on each other. As the Goonies holding 2nd and 4th, trying to hold off the T-Rex in 3rd and 5th.
3rd and 5th, yep.
Who gets it done here?
Let's see, Graham is going to dive on the inside of
Slick Wired tapping the wall again. We're going to try to get around to Grandpa. Grandpa slamming into Slick a little bit, getting a little bit of the fender.
Yeah, that's one thing with this car. You make contact while you're sideways, you can easily go around with this car.
Yeah, so as a reminder to everyone, this is the first and only time so far we've been in the A class.
Yes.
So this is the A class Speedbird that has a lot more power down. Sorry to cut you off, Colt. What you got to say?
I was going to ask. I was like, what are your thoughts on the car?
Yeah. So it's squirrely. It's hard to get the power down. I mean, it really is. Like, throttle control is key with this car. You don't want to go spinning around. The oversteer in this car could be really tough. Or just sliding out to the wall like Slick does! As Grandpa's going to take the spot. The T-Rex definitely want more than this, though, as currently after this race, they would just even out on points. So the T-Rex, Wired needs to get past DH, and really Graham needs to as well, if they still want to keep their playoff chances alive coming into the last race.
I say, well, Soul just got past Slick, so with that. Well, no, Slick was. Hold on, let me pull up the teams here. I can't remember.
Slick is trying to hold on, but Soul Pun does get the job done. That will help the T-Rex.
Yeah. I was like, he's and W is just sailing away.
There's nothing to say about W. He's too far away from the action to really.
I tell you,
I mean, the way W's racing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is this a newcomer? I don't recognize the name. You have to give him a shout out.
Who, W?
No. And the one that he just lapped, Awesome Minecraft.
Awesome Minecraft. Yeah, I believe. I mean, he's been around for a little bit, but relatively new to the series. He's getting his feet wet.
Okay. He's doing a good job. He's staying on the inside, letting everybody go by. That's very courteous of him there. Don't want to get in the way.
Great sportsmanship is key in PRAs. Yeah, he's taking the bottom line, as you pointed out. Yeah, very courteous thing to do, and that will, like, in PRA, it really doesn't matter how fast you are. If you're a courteous driver and a kind driver, everyone's going to be here to help you out and make sure you still enjoy your experience.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, what I was going to say is, I mean, W, the newcomer, sure, we'll go with that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of went from we were talking about W to I jumped on board with him and he was going around the newcomer there, and that's what I didn't transition very well.
I gotcha. Well, as we're coming to the last... Bobby with a
Bobby!
big wreck, and DH barely avoids him. That was almost disaster.
God, I hope he's got brown seats in that car.
definitely needs a change of pants between races, that's for sure.
For sure. My lord.
The Goon Squad seeing their lives fly right in front of their eyes.
Yes. I tell you, Wire did gain some ground. I'm sure that threw DH off a little bit.
Speaking of, currently the T-Rex will gain 1 point on the Goon Squad going to the last race. That'd make it a 4-point gap if it stays the way it is now, as Solpon did overtake Tie-In Slick.
Oh, yeah. And Soul is right there, right behind Graham.
So that could change things for the T-Rex as well. Solpon really playing game wrecker here. Though again, W's team also has a lot on the line, getting possibly that top seed.
That's right. Slick on the inside of Ty.
Bobby just really struggling with this car on this track. So he may look to dive down. But it's the Goon Squad brothers together fighting each other. See who's the fastest to get past Bobby. Right now this is really not what they want.
No, yeah, I was just saying they don't want to be battling each other.
We are single filed out as caution cutoff was lap 35, so we will not get a caution to end this race. We will be going single file. It's really the only fight on the track right now is these two, which they really don't want to take each other out because whoever wins this battle is their second in points for this race.
Yeah, so they laying fenders at each other there. Gotta be careful.
So again, Bobby's a lapped car, but Solpon does take a point away from them. And then meanwhile for W's team, they're going to need a strong showing at the end. A first and fifth is pretty nice. So for W's team, for the flying missiles, well, I'll save the thought until after, between races. We'll finish this one out before we take a look at points.
I'm going to jump on board with Wired here, see if he can maybe try to do a last lap. Hail Mary,
I'm on board with his teammate behind him, Graham. Good view of the action. Let's see if DH, all he really has to do is not slip up. As congratulations to W, as you can see him somewhere over there in the distance crossing the finish line.
That's right. Yep,
DH will hold on for second place, Wired third, and Grandpa fourth. Tie Hard bangs the wall, but doesn't lose a spot from it, thankfully for him.
Okay, yeah, Bob. I jumped on board. Bobby is a lap down. He just rammed the hell out of W's car.
That's absolutely awesome to see.
Yeah.
Sarcasm, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, that's right, never know. I will.
Awesome Minecraft crosses the line to bring us home to the end of this race, as we will get the winner of the first race. Wow. You've heard his voice plenty enough already. Again, he needs to pay rent. I swear. This booth is...
That's right. Yeah, W, man. All the races you win and all this money, man. You need to build us a better booth in here. It's a little cramped. Hello?
So, we're waiting to see W load in. I know his internet is struggling a little bit, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I was having trouble earlier myself.
Yeah, today might not be a great internet day.
PS4 problems is what it is.
Gotcha. That's fair enough.
That's right.
Yes, we'll see if we see if W can fix his issues before
Still having troubles.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's able to.
There he is.
I can't hear him. But
man, I told 80 it's a PS4 problems. Man, I was having trouble earlier too. Yeah, yeah. I don't. Can you hear W80?
I still cannot.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, you cannot connect voice chat with. I think I can W. That's not ideal.
No, so you can talk all kind of bad stuff about him right now to be fine. Oh, he's saying all good things about you. All good things. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I wonder. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. Oh man, what the world?
Nope, still we can't hear.
There we go. There we go.
There we are.
There's W.
There.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
bud.
Hey there,
How
bud.
you doing, bud?
I'm all right. I still hate ovals, but I'm all right.
I'm sure you are. You were out there driving as if you had to beat a 2-hour curfew or something.
Hey, we don't talk about that, AY.
We don't talk about curfews or you being grounded either.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk to your parents to get you grounded more, man.
Wait a minute. I'm not even in the championship standings. I'm just doing this for my team, trying to help them out.
Well, I'm sure your team appreciates you helping them out, man. And you're doing a good job of that. Oh, what were your thoughts coming in at Oval? I mean, I know how bad you hate them, but how did you think your chances were coming in?
Thought they were all right. I wasn't sure what everybody else was running. I was hoping I'd just qualify up in the front, which I did, and I knew if I did, and if I could get a slightly away from everybody else, I think I could pull away. And then I saw the huge one behind me when I looked behind me, everybody was crashing. I'm like, good thing I qualified up here.
Oh yes. What did we kind of caught the tail end of it? What happened with Bobby there? He was sitting in the middle of the track, and DH almost like rammed right in the side of him.
I don't know what happened. All I did was look behind me, and I saw like 5 cars down there and 5 cars in the wall. I'm like, what is going on back there?
Oh man. Well, what are your thoughts coming into Fire Rock? I know you've been running some super fast times, man.
Hopefully go for the pole and see what goes on from there. Looks like everybody's waiting on for me, so we gotta.
Well, I was gonna say 80. He's been keeping up with the points and all, and
actually, I do have an update for you. Thanks to Unknown for doing the numbers. So W, your team to tie the Firebirds would need a first and a fifth, or a second and a fourth, something like that. You need 27. You need 26 points.
I feel good about my team being able to do that. I like that.
Oh yeah.
And any better than that would take the first seed.
Huh.
But that's what you would need to tie. And in
I'm gonna scream at Soul Pun for a bit, and then
get them up there into the top 5.
Absolutely, either Bobby or Soul Pun or Buzzin'. I'd love to see him in the top 5, and I'll try to work it from there. Try to help him up there.
That's right. Sure. Well, it'd sure be a shame if any of those guys, yourself included, got commentators cursed, but we'll see.
Hey, I saw you guys try to do it last week, and look what happened. I broke the curse.
Broke the curse.
Oh, yep. They're probably all yelling at me. I should probably get going, but
yeah, everyone's gonna yell at you, W.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we'll
especially for rent for this booth.
That's right.
Screen time.
Yeah.
Well, good. Jokes aside, good luck in the second race tonight, W.
Yeah, good win, and good luck in the next one, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So that was your race winner and perennial powerhouse in the PRA. I think I can W.
Yep. He I wonder when he's going to eventually change his name to I know I can W.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing stopping him really at times is lag, as we saw firsthand there. But
yes, at Pine Hills there.
We're going to get started with the second qualifying of the day here at Fire Rock. Colt, have any thoughts on this track?
Oh man, like I told you earlier, this is probably my favorite track in the game. I love some Fire Rock, but you know it's a tricky track, let alone in the Speedbird. You know, it's this car. You know, throttle control is absolute key at this track with all these hairpins, sweeping turns. So, but I'm ready for it. Like I said, I love me some Fire Rock.
That's right. As in our races early, we saw plenty of examples of people struggling with the throttle control, whether running wide or oversteering into the hairpin, oversteering into turn one. There's so many places on this track you can oversteer, and this car loves to do it. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So get everyone settled in. I'm going to keep my eyes on for most of this qualifying Soul Pun. And I don't mean that as a commentator's curse. Soul Pun's the one guy I would not want to curse. Soul Pun is a great guy. We just want to see if he can pick up the pressure of getting this team into the top 5, 2 drivers in the top 5.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I see he's fell in right behind W, so that will definitely help there. You can follow somebody, you know, that fast. It never hurts.
Well, that's a lot of the strategy with this team racing this season is the Diamond Series captain will have his teammates in the lower series follow their line to get the best line and hopefully improve their times.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, yeah, W has done a great job with that. He's a good teacher. He really is.
Yeah.
So,
and I'd say W, from what I noticed, was probably one of the first guys to start doing that, and everyone else started picking up on it. At least to my knowledge.
W already in the 53s.
Well, as proof, there we go. Off the first lap, it's W1 Soul Pun 2.
Oh yeah, that's a solid lap for Soul Pun. You know, mid 54s. I mean, that's a solid lap.
It's now with W on a rough lap. He's going to let Soul Pun go ahead and see if he can up his time on his own. We will scroll through the field a little bit, see what else is going on. We'll hop on board with Wired. Slick hits the sign, meanwhile. Wired has to run wide because of it to avoid Slick, so unfortunately that's going to ruin his last lap and this lap as well, as you have to get a run on that straight to get a good lap.
Yep, you sure do. Now they're right there by each other, so that's going to be tough. I know Wired said he has not had much time to practice. I know he's usually pretty fast on this track, but if you don't get to practice it, it will definitely hurt you.
Well, one more thing I will bring up as well, another fight to keep our eyes on, also involving Soul Pun, is the Silver Series title.
Oh, yes.
As Soul Pun does edge out one more point on Slick after that last race, as Soul Pun finished 1 place ahead of him. So now as it stands, Soul Pun has a 3-point gap on Slick.
Oh, wow. So, still tight. Not much breathing room at all.
That's right, so Soul Pun, probably the driver having the most on his shoulders right now, having to perform for his team and his points.
That's right, that's for sure.
But
yeah, Soul's still holding on to that second place. I knew him. That's a solid lap.
That's for sure. That's definitely a great lap. As W, of course, is going to blow everybody out of the water.
Ooh, Ty Hard jumps up a second there.
Oh, Ty! Look at Ty go, yeah. He's, again, filling in for D's cards. Doing a great job as such for this race. Hopefully, this race will go better than his last few.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So far, he is showing that.
Yeah, really anything in the 54s, but like you get mid-54s and below, that's absolutely flying. So, a solid lap.
Well, as we're going to end off qualifying, DH is the one who steals second.
Oh,
DH
wow.
coming out of nowhere.
Yes, solid lap.
Ty Hard third. Angelic stealing third.
Oh my lord, yes. Wow.
Talk about coming out of nowhere.
Well, I will say on the last lap, if you're like me, I brake right there about the start finish line. So on the last lap, of course, you don't have to worry about braking. So
Right.
you can run a little bit faster on that last lap. And that might be what happened.
He was able to take advantage of that
For sure.
and bag himself a top 3 for qualifying.
That is nice to see.
So you've got a platinum, gold, bronze front 3.
Yeah, top 3 there. And then
Very fascinating.
For sure. And then two silver drivers right there amongst them as well. Wire did not have a good showing. Maybe he's looking to improve during the race there.
Who was that?
Wired. He did not have a good qualifying.
You're right. I see that. He's down there in the 54.9s. Won't put him last, but definitely a struggle for him down there.
Oh yeah. And that pretty much, being that he did not win last race, that sounds like that pretty much might wrap up the old points championship for you.
Possibly so. I'm not going to call official though. If so, I'd certainly be, or call unofficial official. Yeah.
That's right.
So, I guess
kind of like my polls that I've done here lately, like they're unofficial.
Yeah. You're the one who's really got to keep an eye on Wired now for that fight for second place.
Yeah, he where would he finish? He finished third in that first race, so
I believe so. Yeah.
So that he was 2 points ahead of me.
Correct.
And I won the first one, so in theory we would kind of sort of be tied. So he would need to finish third or better in this race. Ooh, well, everybody's waiting on me to ready up. Sorry.
So what we're looking at now is Wired for the individual standings, and Diamond has to finish third or better. For the Silver Series fight, Slick would have to finish at least 3 places ahead of Soulpun.
Yep, that's definitely going to be a battle to watch for sure.
And then for the team battle, W's Flying Missiles will have to get a first and third, or a second and fourth, or better.
I'm going back and looking at the chat now. I'm way behind on that. Oscar's talking about us eating popcorn in the booth. He said it's $3 a bag. We got to pay up.
I don't know. I think maybe there's a guy up there in first that might cover that for us.
For sure.
Free popcorn in the booth doesn't come unpaid. So, W, you know what to do.
That's right.
Trying to figure out who we're going to go on board with here. I'll start with Soulpun.
Yeah, I was going to say either Soulpun or Slick was what I was thinking.
He's going to be starting 5th. So interesting, all 3 Goon Squad are on the right side, which again, as a reminder, we're going to go green here in just a moment. Soulpun is also going to be the one calling the green. As here we go, we're off. W's a great, not Ty. Poor Ty, as always. I feel like I have to say that every race. I feel so awful about it. But Soulpun taking advantage.
Yep. Yeah, he did. He's making his way. And I tell you, Wired made a...
Oh, and Soulpun gets wrecked out.
Oh, he's ran
by the T-Rex.
Yep. Wired is all the way up to third.
Graham putting it in there for Ty. We're really fighting hard, especially in the back. W is the person loving this most. He's going to take off, as he does.
Oh, yes. Yeah, now the battle.
But yeah, what I was going to say about the team points battle as well is the T-Rex need 4 points on the Goon Squad for this race.
Yeah, they're
To
looking
at least
good right
tie.
now with
That would tie them.
with third and fourth.
Which, quite frankly, I don't really know how he'd handle tiebreakers. It'll be
Um,
interesting to see how that goes. Maybe on
that's
wins?
that's what I was thinking. You know, I'm like, well, if me and Wired were to tie, you know, I guess it would come down to wins. So.
Well, I guess if it comes down to that, we'll find out. As Wired would be tying you right now with third place.
Yeah,
He's
that's right.
had, we talked about his rough qualifying, but he's had an amazing start. Pretty much unseen. From 9th or 10th all the way up to 3rd, chasing down DH.
Yeah, I'm on board with Soulpun right now. He got pushed back, but
having him up there as well is really big for the T-Rex, as currently as things stand. Well, DH hitting the tires, going wide a little bit. Wired may even steal 2nd place. DH trying to block him off, doing a good job of defending up into this uphill left-hander, but Wired gets the inside line. Will he get it done? Oh, looks like he will.
He does get it done. I did not need that.
Not at all, but here we are. Soulpun, AJ, Graham, all these guys send into the hairpin. Again, it's a really tough hairpin to get right.
Let's see here. Soulpun has made it back around slick. So that'll definitely still be a battle to watch there.
So, tie hard is really going to make this a pain in the butt for the T-Rex, as they're going to have to get past him, and at least a few spots past him as well. The Goon Squad, or the T-Rex, are really going to need the Goon Squad to make mistakes, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's right. I tell you, Ty has made a great recovery. I mean, he was almost completely around on that first turn.
You're right, it's going to go on board with Ty. He's on Bobby's tail, which Bobby is the one taking a step up for W's team, currently in 4th. That's another battle to watch. A lot of battles to watch with this last race. Bobby hits the big jump on the inside.
Yes.
Ty is going to take advantage of that. Ty says, give me that. As we're going to go, he's going to go up into 4th place. Bobby now being tailed by Grandpa and AJ. Both of those guys.
Bobby did not have a good
all
lap.
type of moving around the place. Grandpa's going to get the move done, possibly open the door for his teammate AJ to get it done as well. Soulpun sticking his nose in too. It's a 4-way battle for 5th place.
Tie battle there. Ty is on the inside. Him and DH Fest are battling. Oh, they make contact. Okay.
Goon Squad, don't make mistakes up there now. Don't.
Yeah, do not take each other out.
And again, having Ty on this team, Ty's going to want to fight people. The Goon Squad aren't necessarily his team. He's technically a free agent, but he is his team for the night. They are his team for the night.
That's right.
So they got to make sure Ty doesn't sabotage the team. But Ty currently holding a 3rd place. Wired in 2nd.
Yeah, Wired definitely improved. You know, he
DH looking for the move on the inside on Ty Hard.
Nice move.
Beautifully done by DH. As these guys are still going to be fighting for their individual points as well, though maybe not championships.
Goes back on the inside as Graham sticks his nose in there.
And Bobby's right in there in the mix as well. He's looking to get back to the top 5 to get his team in the 1st seed. Giving Graham the old door, but Graham's going to hold the inside line. Let's see if he can do it well. Bobby takes a really wide line. Graham is going to like that and hold on to 5th. So we're going to scan through the field yet again and see what else is going on. Slick behind Bobby and Graham with AJ running his tail. AJ catches a little bit of the sign at Navistar left. Soulpun will take his spot down in 8th.
Soul and Slick are still, right there neck and neck. So Slick definitely is hoping he can gain some more spots on Soul.
That's right. Meanwhile, Soul's looking to possibly get past Slick and see if he can get further up to secure his win. Again, Slick, too, looking to get a gap on Soulpun. Slick would need, I believe, a 4-car gap or a 4-position gap to take the outright victory. 3 would tie it.
Yep, that's right.
As we still got this fight with DH and Ty, as well as Bobby and Graham up here.
Still a tie battle here.
Bobby trying to fight his way back to the top 5. DH and Ty fighting over who's going to get that last podium position.
Yeah,
W is absolutely nowhere to be seen as we're going to take a look at times. W down at 53.6.
6, I know. My lord, that is absolutely flying.
That is insane. Ty Hard's going to go wide and hit the wall. DH, they might be bumping each other out a little bit.
They are battling hard.
Y'all guys, chill. You're both yellow.
And now
Bobby taking advantage. Graham right in the mix too. Bobby wants to hold this top 5 because, again, as we said, this would tie the lead for teams. Bobby's going to hit DH and make it a little rough, but
yes,
gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Bobby making his way up to 4th. That will bump DH back a little bit. And also another person who'll love that is Grandpa for the T-Rex, giving them some more points. As Wired is also taken off. It's W in a whole nother universe, Wired on a different planet. And then it's 3rd place, 4th place, 5th place, and 6th place.
Yeah, massive gap there. From 1st to 2nd to 2nd to 3rd.
Bobby runs wide, and Graham's going to look to take advantage. That's going to be another good outcome for the T-Rex, as we're halfway through this race now.
I tell you, and Flick is right there. If he can get past Bobby and Graham, and if Solpun stays behind DH Fest, that will tie him.
You're right. So this is something the T-Rex definitely want to see, as well as the flying missiles too, with Bobby holding on to 4th. Solpun not too far behind this battle either, can maybe help out if things go south. So as it stands currently, if things stay the way they are, the T-Rex would tie the Goon Squad. Am I right?
Let's see here. Where are they? They're 2nd and 5th. Yeah, there they are. I believe you're right. I'd have to put some pen to paper there, but I believe you might be right.
Yeah, well, we don't have the time for too much mental math right now, as I'm still exhausted from that last race. Shout out to D-West, by the way, with an amazing fight between us to catch live on that stream. If anyone missed it, be sure to go check that out. That was definitely intense.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to go back and watch it myself. I know I heard y'all talking about it, so definitely can't wait to watch it.
Well, Solpun's going to try to fight DH for that position back. Slick's going to need to get a little bit more of a gap, as Slick's not going to get too much help from his gold teammate. Slick himself running out to the wall. Solpun may want to catch him. We will scroll up just a little bit and see what else is going on.
Sends it in there, knocks Solpun. Oh, Solpun.
Oh, wow. I missed that, but...
Yeah,
there's DH helping out his teammate.
that's right. I guess that's a little payback from Bobby knocking him out of the way. He's like, well, I'm gonna get your teammate back.
Well, that's right, as Slick is going to hold on, try to catch up to Graham. Got a little bit of work to do, but it's possible.
Yes, Slick's hoping that Bobby and Graham will battle, so we can make some ground up and possibly get by them.
Again, as Bile gets to the side for these guys. Ty's going to fly hard to the berm. We're going to find there's Bobby trying to trail down Ty and extend the gap to Grandpa, which this is good for their team, as if it holds the way it is, the flying missiles will take the #1 seed for the playoffs.
Yeah, I did not see that coming, but I knew.
Maybe an appropriate time for that commentator's curse, but I don't know if it works. I think W and his team may be immune to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll say he might. I think the only thing he's not immune to is lag.
Lag.
Yeah.
Well, let's actually break this down. So, W has the lead, Bobby in fourth. That will put the Flying Missiles ahead of my team, the Firebirds. Wired in second, that would put him currently second for the Platinum Series.
Right.
Let's see. W. Oh,
Oh,
hold that
DH.
thought. DH gets caught in the bridge. Soulpun and Slick fighting it out. This battle down here has been probably the most aggressive since there's so much at stake with these guys.
That's right.
So Soulpun, all Soulpun really has to do, he doesn't have to get the position here. All he has to do is not mess up. Slick can gain a point on him, and he'll still win the Silver Championship.
That's right. Yeah, Soul just wants to stay within, within view of him. He will be fine.
As the guys in front of them are starting to single file out. Scroll through the pack a little bit. So, Slick hitting that berm a little bit. Soulpun looking to actually get the spot from him. That would just solidify Silver Series even more.
Yeah, Soul. Like I said, Soul he could just cruise and he'll be fine, but he's like, nah, I want to gain my spot. I want another point.
So, another thing to point out right now, between the Goon Squad and the T-Rex, the T-Rex currently only have 2 points up on the Goon Squad, and they need at least 4. So something big has to happen with these last 4 laps, and Soulpun, maybe one of those big things is he's going to take the spot from Slick and extend that lead.
Yep.
See, the thing, though, now is that the only way for the Goon Squad to possibly get in, for the T-Rexes to possibly get in over the Goon Squad, is something major would have to happen either to Tie Hard or W.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I was just say either one of them two. And
Since the gap behind, Slick, the guy behind him is his teammate, so that's not going to do anything, and the gap behind them is sizable. Not impossible for AJ to catch them, but definitely sizable. And again, if AJ can put out consistent laps like the one he had in qualifying, he might just catch the Goon Squad guys.
Oh, yeah, very well could. I thought that was W there. I was going through the field and it was buzzing. He's pulled over there to the side in turn 1, and I thought it was W. I'm like, oh god, what happened?
Yeah, well, buzzing
thought some lag might have got him again.
Oh no, that would be a shame. But Grandpa, looking to chase down Bobby's, made that gap very small. This is another thing that would help out the T-Rex, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't,
Bobby.
Yeah, I didn't think about this one, but as well as this would help the Firebirds as well, as that would leave them tied on points with the Flying Missiles.
Right.
This is going to be the battle to watch for these last few laps, as well as Soulpun and Slick. Though if Soulpun can hold on, or at least not completely wreck out, he should have the Silver Series in the bag.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's looking real good for him right now. I tell you, oh my god, W is he is so far ahead. It is not even funny.
Bobby does make a little, well, not a mistake, but sliding the grass a little bit. That's really risky because sometimes that grass might just take you.
Yeah, it definitely can do that. Yeah, Graham is
Locking him down.
Yeah, he is.
He knows he's got to get something done, as currently, as it stands, if Grandpa is able to get past Bobby, that would leave them tied with the Goon Squad. As long as Soulpun holds on against Slick, which we will go back and check on that fight right now. It is still neck and neck between Soulpun and Slick.
Bobby gets the sign, but...
Oh, Bile catches the wall a little bit. Bile having a rough race. But
Bobby hit that sign, but it didn't slow him down that much.
So 2 laps to go, no more cautions remain. It's going to come down to the wire.
It is. Oh, Bobby goes a little wide. Graham on the inside.
Minecraft and good out of his way. Graham getting really far inside. It's going to send him, and that might call game.
Yep, that definitely hurt him. He had a good recovery, though.
That's right. That could have been a whole lot worse.
It could have.
DH sends it in on Sulpon. DH suddenly got his neck back into the fight with Slick and Sulpon. I don't know really where he came from, but he's right here in the mix again.
He is,
See,
yep.
This is actually, this is not helpful for Slick, but DH maybe wanting to take Sulpon's spot so he can guarantee the Goon Squad get in.
That's right, yeah. He's gonna...
As Minecraft looking to get himself out of the way, but there's not really too much he can do in this situation. You just kind of let it sit out. Sulpon, DH is looking to get in there, and Slick is looking to get past as well. So tell you what, if Slick gets past DH, and let's see, where's AJ?
Yeah, I was gonna say
AJ is caught up with Minecraft, so looks like Sulpon will barely hang on by the thread of his neck. W does cross the line in very convincing style.
Oh my god! Congrats on the win there.
Wired's going to take off. Sulpon holds third. Bobby looking to hold fourth. Grandpa in fifth. So again, as it stands, this is pretty much it. The T-Rexes will be out. The Goon Squad will be in. And the Flying Missiles, for the first time this season, will take the first seed for the playoffs.
Yeah. Wow.
As well as Sulpon, just by the thread of his neck, barely holds on to the Silver Series points. As we're going to look to see who we can get in here. Can you invite Sulpon, or make sure either Sulpon invited W, of course, and look at Wired. Or no, not Wired, since I don't know if he really wants to find that out right now. But we'll get...
Let's see, alright.
We'll get tie-in. We'll get tie-in.
Alrighty. So you're going to do, like I said, W, Soul, and Ty?
Yep.
Okay.
But what a race, man. While we wait for these guys, what are your thoughts after the last race of the regular season, man?
Man, some battles all the way to the end there. Let's see. Oh, Soul was already in the booth. I had to send him a message.
I messaged Wired to see if he could get those guys in here.
Okay. See, I've added Ty there, but yeah, if Wired to tell Soul to join.
There's Sulpon, W, and Wired. As we wait for these guys to load in, make sure I can hear them, especially W. There is Soul and Wired. We're still waiting on W. His internet's a little slow, so we're going to wait for him so we can hear him. Since we'll go ahead and talk to W first. But congratulations, guys, on an amazing season and great racing tonight from all of y'all.
That was fun. Oh, can't voice chat with W.
Yeah, can't voice chat with W.
I'm sure I'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, he's heard his fair share of, look, you won. Good job, W. There he is trying to get back in again.
Oh, there we go. Now we're here.
Yay!
Not for me yet. Not for me yet, Colt.
Oh, you still can't hear him? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna wait to see how, there we go. Hey, W.
Hello.
I can hear again now. We'll go ahead and start with you, since I know you got to be getting out of here soon. But also,
Nah, we gotta get chilling here.
congratulations, W, on your second win of the night, sweeping the night. Great job, man.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Thank you.
You looked completely unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
As well as I have some more news for you. You might know what it is, but
Oh yeah.
since Bobby did finish 4th, the Flying Missiles will take the 1 seed for the playoffs.
That's right. There we go.
So, for our playoff standings, the top 3 of our division winners, it will be the Firebirds in 2nd now, after all season, the Flying Missiles taking 1st, and Premature Acceleration taking 3rd. So congratulations, W, to getting... Since you haven't been here for a lot of the season, you've had to miss some, but your team definitely took over the slack.
Oh yeah. I couldn't be even more prouder than my team, especially Soulpun and Booby killing it during the weekly race where we had to race our own division. I was Soulpun sweeping the week and Booby getting the 3rd and 4th. It was huge. Our really setback was week 1, but I'm so glad we came back and we squeezed the one in and got it.
Well, congratulations to W and the Flying Missiles, especially Bobby putting in a clutch performance tonight.
Yep, for sure.
Be sure to go tell your guys congrats and to get together for the playoffs. It's going to be a tough one. So, next I will talk to Soulpun. Welcome, Soulpun.
Thank you.
So,
I got my win, my championship.
That's right. That's the reason you're in here. By 1 point on Slick.
We were trying to calculate. We thought it was 2.
It was just by 1 point at the end, but you held on barely. Congratulations, Soulpun, on your silver championship.
Sir, man, a bronze champion, silver champion, he just keeps making his way on up.
Next up, he's going to be gold champion.
That's right, going gold. That's right.
Soulpun looking to get into the gold championship. As well, Soulpun, speaking of, you're another person on W's team to congratulate getting the 1st seed.
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
And to close out the battle we've been keeping our eye on, and first we will, Wyatt, I will say congratulations on 2nd place in the Diamond Series.
Second!
You bastard.
That's just rude.
I'll be honest, Colt. I watched your guys' race, and I saw where you finished, and my only goal tonight was to beat your ass.
Yeah. I would say that was such a tight race coming into it, and again, Wired, you steal Colt's 2nd place by 1 point.
1 point, man. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to finish 3rd, and then we would have had a tie break, and I had more wins, so I was hoping, but hey, congrats, man. Glad you got it.
Hey, honestly, I got a little lucky at the start of Fire Rock there. I mean, I had a very, very bad performance in the qualifier.
We were talking about that. That was an amazing start.
Watched everyone go wide and cut through all of them.
Yeah, we looked, Ty was sideways, and then I looked up and you were 3rd. I'm like, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah, definitely since we saw you had a rough practice, so we were wondering how you'd go in the race, but you just took off in the race. I mean, W was a couple universes ahead already, but considering you had to fight through the whole pack to run away with 2nd, that's impressive.
I mean, the only reason I got down to the time I did was because I was behind W once I got past everybody, and I made some adjustments to my line. Ran that time. Still nowhere close to that kid. I mean, you're just untouchable, dude. There's no other way of putting it.
Yeah, for sure.
The good old follow W technique. We've all used it at least once.
Hey,
really good.
It worked for our team, and I was happy.
And that was the team strategy. Follow W.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
It worked. It worked.
We were in as a pack a couple races to qualify.
Oh, yeah.
Well, one more points battle to keep our eye on, and the reason this race was chosen as match of the week by B-Dog is the last spot of the playoffs in the wild cards between the Goon Squad and the T-Rex. This is a battle that, just like all the others tonight, also comes down to 1 point, and unfortunately, the Goon Squad will hold on by 1 point.
Oh, so many tight battles. What a season.
It was, man.
So you're telling me I had to beat Fess in that oval?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and you were. I mean, you made that little mistake there, and you lost that spot, didn't you?
Yeah, apparently me and Big Valley this season don't like each other because last week I did the exact same thing, clipped the wall, and at least this time I finished third. Last time I finished, what, 8th or 9th?
That's right. Yeah.
So, again, that's how it stands after the regular season. So, myself, I will be taking the Diamond Series. I'm not going to talk about myself, but congratulations, Wired, on second place.
Thank you.
Congrats, AD.
Thank you, man.
Congrats
Thank
on
you.
your championship also.
I am like, I will say I'm very happy to get a championship back on the board for the first time in forever. Only my second one.
Yeah, you were very consistent this year, man. I mean, like, I think the curse is finally gone from you.
Yeah, well, I hope so. And we'll cover Gold Series. Unknown, my teammate, will be taking the Gold Series championship. Congratulations again to Solpun for winning the Silver Series championship. And though it's pretty much on lock even coming in this week, Petrie gets the job done to hold on to the Bronze Series championship.
Oh, yeah.
Surprise.
And then...
my teammate.
Well, wait a minute. I just thought about something. I didn't see... Let me look at something really quick, since I've got y'all here. I don't know how the live wires did, so there is potential there may still be something up in the air with that last spot. But all these results, of course, are unofficial. I'm just going to make that clear. They're unofficial until they're calculated and official. But so far, we got Flying Missiles 1, Firebirds 2, Premature Acceleration 3 for the top seeds. And then Schnag and Pancakes should be holding fourth pretty comfortably. And then the live wires, Goon Squad and T-Rex, we'll find out soon officially who gets what spot. But as of right now, it looks like it'll be live wires and Goon Squad holding on. But thank you guys for coming out. And it was a wonderful end to the regular season. Thank you all in here in the booth as well. Hoping to see how we do in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Very excited.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
I cannot wait.
So everyone, make sure you tune in next week as we're going to start the playoffs. It's going to be a fun process. But until then, can't wait to see y'all back.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys later.
Have a great one.